stage is set. Ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a 5th-round selection out of the 2024 draft. From South Carolina by way of Oklahoma, it's Spencer Rattler.
And here we got a guy, Mike, that was a bit of a polarizing prospect going through this year's draft process. I mean, on the field, there's no mistaking it. He could flat out play. He can make all the throws. He operated that offense down in South Carolina at a really high level. The question is, there was some off-the-field concerns, a couple personality issues that seemed to leak out through some different media reports. With all that being said, whatever's true, whatever's not, if he can match his potential with his on-field performance, he's got a shot to be a starter in this league.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Rattler gonna throw. Oh, and this one's gonna wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's gonna lead to a 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Quickly to the outside and complete.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Buccaneers led out by their quarterback, Baker Mayfield. He was in Cleveland and Carolina, and then with the Rams, but now year 2, and it feels like he's found a home. Greg here with the Buccaneers.
One thing about this guy is he epitomizes the word resiliency. After a promising start to his NFL career, he hit a major wall. I mean, he was essentially, Mike, discarded by the entire league to the point where many felt he was destined to just be a career backup. However, once he got that second chance, he took it and ran with it. Now that his career is back on track, he's tasked with leading this team to many more victories, and if he plays up to that standard, he's going to give him a legitimate shot.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On first down is Mayfield. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 6. Here comes Otten in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Receiver in motion, going right. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. There's Evans, he's got it. A pickup of 12 yards. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Alontae Taylor is there for the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here comes Otten in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
They send Godwin in motion. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. That's caught left side by Otten. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They're going to continue to be aggressive, especially through the air, and if they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Buccaneers will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. but at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Williams now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Saints offense ready to get going with their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Levante David doing his work on defense. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Kamara. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Rattler now back to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Buccaneers offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Now our run with the rookie out of Oregon. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They send Godwin in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Throwing now is Rattler. Brought in by Chris Olave.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
On second down, here's a run with Kamara.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On first down, they'll stay with Kamara on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. But some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rattler. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And this one will not work. He goes out of bounds. They're going to drop 4 on that one.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt for New Orleans. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Baker gonna hand it to White. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. The Bucs have the early lead. More from New Orleans after this. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They send Godwin in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Low left side, pulled in by Evans. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Irving. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Here's White. White, 1st down and much more. He's going to get this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 29-yard line. That was a big-time run by White. 36 yards.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
On 1st down, here's Irving. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Ryan Brzee there for the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Motion man set right. 2nd down throw from Mayfield. This one is caught by Shepard. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple, right? I mean, everyone wants to complicate offensive football and make it super technical. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Is caught in the back of the end zone. Cade Otton. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, just buying a little extra time, waiting for his man to uncover on the back of the end zone, and then it just becomes, let's rip it and throw that ball in that window, because it might not stay open for long, but he puts it right where it needs to be. Touchdown.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bucs are out to a 10-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense headed back to take over once more. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Olave is the motion man. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Looking to throw, Rattler. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Olave is the motion man. To throw, it's Rattler. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. A give. This is Irving. And he's going to have a 1st down. Tackle made up at the 33-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. On 1st down, it's White. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Here comes Otten in motion. Off the play fake. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation play out across that defensive tackle position. I mean, years ago, Mike, they were the big run stuffers. They were big bodies in there just trying to slow down the interior run game. Now, these guys are not only big, but they're real athletes. Their job is to not only push the pocket, but win one-on-one and get sacks like that. I don't think we give them enough credit for how good they are as pass rushers from the interior.
He's got his man complete to Johnson. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
So a pair of 1st downs moves them out to the 47-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Mayfield, and this ball's going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. On play action, Mayfield. This one caught left side by Evans. Third and 6. One of the tight ends motions right. To throw is Mayfield. That is caught. He got Godwin. And he will get into the end zone. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Buccaneers move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Saints offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. Here's Rattler. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Now Rattler gonna throw. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
He'll drop to throw. This one is caught by Jawan Johnson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Rattler now back to throw. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner and just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion. This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. He'll look to throw. That is caught, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll look to throw. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Saints.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. Blake Groupie comes on for the extra point. He's got it. The Saints are back in this one. It's 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense and Baker Mayfield ready for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. A pass, it's complete. It's Shepard. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Mayfield. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Baker to throw. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
Here's Trenton Gill now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The home team's offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rattler. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Looking to throw, Rattler. Now a short one, caught by the tight end, Johnson. Third and long. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. This time they stay on the ground. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the punter now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Bucs offense going to get it one final time in this first half. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Now Mayfield. To the left side, to Godwin. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
On 1st down is Mayfield. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. He keeps it himself. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And their lead will stay right where it is.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw, it's Rattler. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They send Godwin in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt a pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag. They send Godwin in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. There's that man again. Another catch. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Mayfield to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
I I've been in enough locker rooms in my day, Mike, and pretty much all of the messages are the same. We want to start the second half fast. We want to take the fight to our opponent. Well, snapping the ball inside your own 5-yard line after that sack, I promise you, was not part of the speech. And if they're not careful, we're on the verge of surrendering 2 points here.
The Buccaneers getting their punter out there, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The home team's offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Rattler. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. Here's Rattler. He's got his man. That's Olave. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Now Rattler gonna throw. A throw left side there, not gonna find the target. Incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Kamara. Oh, yeah. And he'll be taken down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the 2nd half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
He'll drop to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
On comes Blake Groupie for the PAT. He's got it. And the Saints are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they'll try to keep it going. First and 10. They send Godwin in motion. Mayfield to throw it here on first down. He'll find his running back, White. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
They face second down and 7. On second down, a run with White. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Here comes Otten in motion. Mayfield to throw on first and 10. They try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. On 3rd down, it's White. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
On the ground, it's Irving. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And you see the nice pickup here by Bucky Irving, and it's kind of one of those guys, Mike, that we use that phrase, he's quicker than he is fast. You know, you line him up in the 40-yard dash, and maybe he doesn't jump off the page at you, but he makes people miss in the hole. He's got great vision, great instincts with the ball. A lot of that you can't coach, and I'll tell you, they are really high on him.
And the rush gets there. He'll be tracked down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Here's a give up the middle with White. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They send Godwin in motion. From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. This one is caught by Shepard. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Now it's White. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. On the handoff, it's Irving. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Buccaneers go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Rattler now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Buccaneers offense and running back Rachaad White ready for this next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by White. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Ryan Brzee there for the tackle. They send Evans in motion. A 2nd down throw from Mayfield. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the gun, it's Mayfield. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one, and they let him off the hook.
Now, fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Saints offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Throwing now is Rattler. Shaheed with the catch. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Rattler. Quick hitting slant there. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
The tight end Moreau is in motion. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And he will score. Game on. Foster Moreau. Touchdown Saints. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Group B now, on for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. On the return, here comes Tucker. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Buccaneers offense and receiver Chris Godwin set to take over again. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. On 1st down is Mayfield. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. He was trying to fit that one in to Mike Evans, and that will lead to a 2nd down. They send Godwin in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Here comes Otten in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
A couple of 1st downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. They send Godwin in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here comes Otten in motion. On play action, Mayfield. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
In what's clearly become a passing league, Mike, if you're not actively rushing the passer, you have to be able to hold up in coverage, and that's especially true at the linebacker position. Great job here getting in those passing lanes and being able to break up that ball.
Throwing is Mayfield. That is caught. He got Godwin.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Shotgun snap, and a give to White. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Now Mayfield. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Linebackers in general have the reputation of being very instinctive players, and I think we saw it there on that last pass breakup. The ability to diagnose and read the play almost before it even starts. It allows them to be in the right spot at the right time and allows them to make the play.
To throw is Mayfield. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more. as the kick's away. Williams now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. The deficit, 6 points. For a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rattler. Left side into the hands of Olave. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In 4th quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
They'll keep it on the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Rattler. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's got his man, that's Olave. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
Throwing is Rattler. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
They'll stick to the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Now Rattler gonna throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
He'll drop to throw. There he goes. He is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. The game-tying touchdown here in the 4th quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this 4th quarter lead.
Loopy now for the extra point. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run here. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. He'll run, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Here comes Otten in motion. They go play action with Mayfield. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
They simply just don't have an answer for this guy defensively, Mike. I mean, regardless of who they put on him in man coverage or the type of zone coverage they try to capture him with, they simply can't slow him down, and we've already seen it here today. A fair share of big plays through the air, a couple of which have gone for touchdowns. He's had a couple nice blocks in the run game. I mean, he's really having as well-rounded and complete game that a receiver can have in the NFL, and until they prove they can slow him down, I would just keep giving him more opportunities.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Here comes second down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. White.
The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
So we get to a pressure kick, and here's Chase McLaughlin. this to grab a late lead. This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Saints offense getting set to get back to work. They trail by 2, and will start this drive with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one. Here's a big one. This 3rd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Zion McCollum.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. Here's White. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. They'll go again with White. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. New Orleans' 3rd and final timeout, and they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Here comes 3rd and 6. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Here's 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. So a win here for the visiting Bucs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.